Hi everyone, this is Zeke. Happy Friday! Okay, I have a treat for you. I have the structure deck Freezing Chains. Once, twice, 3 times, and I made a deck out of it. I used, for sleeves, Continental sleeves. They're like dragon sleeves. Whatever you call them, dragon shield sleeves. Yeah. Well, we're gonna get down to business. The deck I made. This isn't the whole deck, just the main cards in the deck. I'm gonna start off with my extra deck. I got triple of them, but I only brought the 2 main ones I used. So I got a full 15. Okay. Gunganir, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. You can discard up to 2, so you can discard 1 or 2 cards, and you can destroy 2. Actually, you could not monsters, but any card. This one, a little shiny. Brinduk. Basically, you discard cards from your graveyard, so I'm assuming you banish them. And what happens is you can send that same number of cards to your opponent's hand. Now we're going to move the traps. Fiendish Chain. It's similar to, I'm not sure, I think it's called Shadow Spell or something. Shadow Chain or something, whatever. This one negates a monster's effects and keeps it from attacking. So, yeah, it's a continuous trap. Now, the monsters. Hexa Spirit of the Ice Barrier. It's a tuner, so I use it for my synchros. Spellbreaker of the Ice Barrier. Once per turn, you can send 1 Ice Barrier monster from your hand to the graveyard, and neither player can play spells. Spells and traps or spell? Okay, spell cards until the end of your next turn. So, if your opponent has spell cards that you know of in their deck, this would be like playing safe than sorry. Dance Princess of the Ice Barrier. Once per turn, if you control another Ice Barrier monster, you can reveal any number of Ice Barrier monsters in your hand. Then target any equal number of spell or trap cards your opponent controls. Just return them to the hand. Okay, this one has a few effects. General Wayne of the Ice Barrier. Okay. If your opponent's spell or trap cards are destroyed, you can banish them. So yeah, this guy is good. If you have another, give me a second. If you have another, Ice Barrier monster on the field, and your opponent has one on the field, you can special summon this monster. Wayne Batman. You can special summon this card from your hand. It says, if this card is normal or special summon, so basically summoned, you can add 1 Ice Barrier spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. And I will put him on the side and show you a card that you might want. Zuijin of the Ice Barrier. Him. He's kind of weak. He has 2 effects, but the effect I use mainly is that when he's on the field, I can tribute him for a level 5 or higher Ice Barrier monster. And just summon it. It counts as a tribute summon, though. I'm assuming. Blizzard, Defender of the Ice Barrier. When he's destroyed in battle, you just send him to the graveyard. You get to draw a card, so he's a good one for the beginning of the game, because then you get to draw. Okay, General Gernard of the Ice Barrier. Basically, he gives you an extra summoning. Cryomancer of the Ice Barrier. He is a tuner as well, so I use him basically for that. But if you have another Ice Barrier monster, level 4 monsters cannot attack. Oh, level 4 and higher cannot attack. Strategist of the Ice Barrier. Basically, what he does is you can send 1 Ice Barrier monster from your hand to the GY, and you get to draw. This one's my favorite. Revealer of the Ice Barrier. She has multiple effects. I use the one that prevents my opponent from tributing, summoning, and to bring a tuner out. General Raiho of the Ice Barrier. When your opponent's monster effects activates on the field, if it resolves, you can negate it, or your opponent can discard 1 card from your hand. Okay, I'm gonna go back to this guy, General Wayne. I usually use his effect of bringing a spell on Ice Barrier spell for Medallion of the Ice Barrier, which lets you take an Ice Barrier monster in your deck and bring it back. Okay. Wins over the Ice Barrier. That card, basically, you get to bring as many cards on your field. Send them to the graveyard, go to your deck, and bring out as many level 4 lower as you want. Magic Triangle of the Ice Barrier. Okay. You need 3 monsters of that Ice Barrier with different names in your hand. Target one of your card your opponent controls. So yeah, you destroy it, and then you can take another Ice Barrier card. It doesn't have to be one of the 3. It can be any Ice Barrier card in your hand. That's a monster. And summon it. Mira of the Ice Barrier. If they banish one of your cards, you have the following options. If it's from the hand, banish up to 2 random cards from your opponent's hand. If they banish the monster from the field, banish up to 2 cards your opponent controls. If it's the GY, banish up to 2 cards from your opponent's GY. Freezing Chain of the Ice Barrier. This card, if you have at least 3 or more Ice Barrier monsters, you can special summon a level 4 or lower Ice Barrier monster from your GY. And the effects of a card in your opponent's what do you call it? The G in extra deck. I'm sorry. They get to. They don't work when summoned if it's a summoned effect. Okay, that's all. Hey guys, leave me feedback. I want you to like me. I want you to subscribe to me. And comments. The comments will give me feedback. And I can help you guys in the game. And girls in the game. And that's really it. If you have questions, leave comments. I can help you out if you need comments. I know how to make decks. I haven't played for a while, but I know how to make decks. Alright. Bye, everyone.